In this video, we're going to go over the two Poisson probability distribution problems from the quiz, quiz 6. So here we're applying this formula, and E is the constant. Most calculators have an E button. If not, there's a table in the back of the book where you can look up what E to the -1, -2, -3, so forth values are. So the first question is actually, I think, question 5 on your quiz is just apply the formula here. So the probability of an x value is going to be lambda to the x power times e to the minus lambda over x factorial. In this case, x is 5, lambda is 4.4, so we put 4.4 to the 5th power times e to the minus 4.4 divided by 5 factorial. So if I plug this in my calculator, depending on your calculator, the order of operations are going to be pretty important here. And we get 0.1687277, so forth. Round it 4 decimal places, and we get this answer here. So this is just plugging in the formula for a given lambda and a given x value. The application of this would be if I have a manufacturing plant that might have an average amount of defective bolts on any given container. This case, question 65 to 67 in the test bank is asking the quality control staff randomly selects a box at random. What's the probability it contains exactly 6 defective bolts? So here in this case, lambda would be 6. And x would be 6. For the probability of 6 would be 6 to the 6th power, e to the minus 6 over 6 factorial. So if I plug this in, I end up with this answer here. So what's the probability that it contains at most 3 defective bolts? Well, I have to do the probability that 0 plus the probability of 1 plus the probability of 2 plus the probability of 3, because it says at most 3 defective bolts. So here, using the formula, I would have probability of 0 would be 0 to the 6th, e to the minus 6 over 0 factorial. Probability of 1 would be, oh sorry, this would be 6 to the 0, not 0 to the 6. This would be 6 to the 0. Lambda would be 6, x would be 0. Here lambda would be 6 and x would be 1, so I'd have 6 to the 1 e to the minus 6 over 1 factorial. The next one, lambda would be 6 and x would be 2, so probability of 2 would be 6 squared e to the minus 6 over 2 factorial. And if you add up these numbers, you're going to have 4 of them. You're going to get the answer here. What's the probability that it's less than 3? Well, you've already actually done all the work, and it would just be the probability of 0 plus the probability of 1 plus the probability of 2. So you've already done all the work there. You just add up the first 3 numbers instead of the first 4. So to remember lambda, which would be the mean number of occurrence, in this case lambda is 6. X is going to be the one you want to find. So exactly 6, x would be 6. At most 3, you have to find x is 0, x is 1, x is 2, and x is 3. And if you want less than 3, you have to find x is 0, x is 1, x is 2, and x is 3, and add those numbers together. Hopefully this helps. If you have any other questions, please let me know.